Universal. He almost passed out. He started throwing up at Universal because it was so
أنا
hot.
سمعت.
Sam, how you doing, Sam? You doing all right?
I'm doing great, man. LAT got me a birthday present today, so shout out to
بسم
them.
الله.
I'm just do good day COD, good day Rocket League.
Yeah, we
Great,
already said
great
happy
day,
birthday
man.
to Sam, but we should do it again since we're on the show. Happy
Sure.
birthday
Thanks,
to you,
man.
Sam. Happy.
لا ولا قليلي. واتي أواكن. ليلي. مياو لا زيارة. سيسا سبرتني. Nu tror jag vill stanna klockan. Mm. Mm. Ja, just det. Fan. Jag glömde det faktiskt. Nej. Ja, jag tror på att fortsätta där. Det som är lite kvar i elektronisk faktura. Jag är på flödet sådana test som är godkända. Ja, jag tänkte de som är godkända. Mm. Test hoppar jag förbi. För det är för sent för att det ska hinna godkännas. För om jag skickar kopia test så kommer det komma fram i natt. Och då är redan fakturan skapad. Då hoppar jag dit efter det här. Cassandra. Vi löser det bara sen. Det är mycket skönt med 32 tummare nu. Singel 32 tummare är mycket bra skärm. Även om det är 1440p. Ser vad mycket bättre nu. Ja, bra, man kan lägga peppar på dem. Det var Next 2020. Eller på One X 2020 och One X man kan lägga peppar. Resten måste man gå in och ta EDI. Skriva peppar manuellt. Om man inte kan lägga peppar vid spinning på EF. På gamla avtalen man kan inte. Ja, precis. Men här kan jag lägga peppar direkt. Så det är bra. För det var nyare avtal. Ja, precis. Ja, då gör vi på samma sätt. Då jobbar vi Elite och PC. Alla jobbar i samma inriktning. işte. Böyle tadrissate korrekt. Ja.
Happy birthday,
Thanks,
man.
guys.
Happy
Thanks so
birthday,
much.
Sam.
Thank
How old
you
are
guys.
you
Wow.
now, Sam?
My
How old
God.
are you?
24,
80.
man. 24.
Oh,
Sam, you're not
24.
24 years old.
24
How old
years
are
young,
you?
man. I'm
Yeah.
blessed.
How old are you actually?
25.
Are you actually only
Bro,
25?
You retired before you were, damn, 25?
You're a
That's
baby,
actually
Sam. Sam, you're a
insane,
baby.
bro.
You're a little
No,
baby, man.
it's crazy.
You know what I mean? Duarte, how you feeling, Duarte? You're old,
Sam,
Duarte. We're old, man. We're old.
Sam actually ruined the league, but
No,
anyways,
For real,
I'm,
though. No, actually,
yeah,
though.
we are old, Tom. I'm actually turning. I think me and Pat are both turning 30 in July.
Solid.
Like we're both coming up. I think I turn. I think
He's
Pat
20.
turns
By
around.
the way,
what,
Sam is
15th or something?
27, by the way, Chris. He's 27. This guy just blatantly lied
27?
to us. This
No,
guy.
no, I said
Insane
me.
lie.
No, I said
This
you're
guy is
old, but me and Pat are turning.
Chat's
30.
going to
No,
hell
but
for that
Sam
one.
lied, bro.
Nah,
Sam's
chat's
not
going to
25.
Oh, he's
Chat's
27.
going to hell for that.
Wait, so Chris, you and Pat are turning 30. I turned 29 in August.
Oh my God. we are
Yikes. Y'all are
ancient.
some old heads.
Yeah, we're old. as
Well, at
shit,
least
man.
for now, Ben's the only one in his 30s on the show. For now,
For now.
we'll
For
finish the
now.
season out that way as well.
Yeah, by the
Nah,
time I get to
yeah.
30, Ben might be 40. You know
Wait,
what I'm saying?
Yeah,
go on.
It's Champs Weekend's our birthday, Chris. Both of ours, right?
Mine's the 21st.
Mine's 18th. So yeah,
Yeah,
it's the Champs
Champs
Weekend.
Yours is when it starts.
Friday
Mine's
to
on
Saturday. Yeah.
It's the
Nah,
Frank masterclass.
we got
for
some fucking
birthdays.
cakes to fucking order. It's
Yeah,
not
we might
bad.
need to
I'm
get some
a,
cakes for
I'm
sure.
a cracked youngin on this panel. Holy
Yeah,
shit.
bro, you are a youngin on this
Yeah,
Yeah,
panel,
I'm
bro.
27. That's
Y'all are
still
some,
he's
y'all are
getting
some
up there.
boomers, bro.
Sam's getting up there too. He's getting up there. But let's move on. We have 3 matches to go over today. We're gonna
Wait,
talk about
wait. Tom, I just thought about that.
what happened, Pat.
It's
That's
my
nice.
birthday at Champs. It's an Optic Run event. Oh Lord.
Oh man.
No.
You think they're going to get you
no.
something, Pat? You think they're going to get you something?
Hey,
Pat, where do
hey,
you want?
they
Where do you want
might.
to go for your birthday dinner then?
I have no idea. We're in like Allen, right? So we're a little
Yeah.
north, but I don't know. I mean, Sam, you got to think about it. Optic's been paying my rent for years, so I really don't know if they need to get me anything.
Bro,
you
they
know?
got you a Father's Day present. You think they'll get you a birthday present?
They might. We'll see. We'll see.
Well, let's move on. Speaking of Optic, they were actually our first series of the day today, going up against the Toronto Ultra. And man, this one was not pretty, folks. This one ended in a 3-0 fashion for Toronto Ultra. A very comfortable map 1 for Toronto, very comfortable map 2 S&D. And then the control on High Rise does go to an overtime where Toronto ultimately was able to close it out. We'll scroll down and take a look here at the stat sheet. Everybody negative from Optic Texas except for AG. So AG taking a criticism yesterday, coming out and doing his thing, but now everybody else is kind of in the dumps. And you look on the other side, you had a 1.31 from Kleenex and a
Where's the scapegoating
1.25
now,
from
boys?
Scrappy. And a
Where's
1.
the scapegoating now, by the way?
Okay. And we'll scroll down, take a look at that match MVP. We have Kleenex here as the match MVP, 33 out of 52 votes. He was fantastic today, all over the map, putting down that damage. Scrap really is the damage dealer, man. This guy's always got highest damage in the lobby. It's something of, I don't know how he does it, but he's always finding his way to get a shit ton of damage here. We'll go down the list. Chris, I'll let you start things off since you kind of already were chirping a bit. You said, what's the scapegoat now, right? Because we were talking about this yesterday with
I mean,
AG. What are your thoughts, Chris?
Yesterday, Ant came on the show. He was defending Pred. I wasn't necessarily defending his performance. I was more so saying that this team's overall issues are their S&D, but also they just got fucking outclassed today by Toronto in the respawns because, well, Toronto's been looking fucking insane. But yeah, I was just saying, where's the scapegoating now? Because, like, bro, everyone's been so quick to point out Pred and his playstyle although, you know, sometimes it is a problem. He's not like the sole reason this team is actually struggling. It's not the reason they're 1-6. It's not the reason they're just only losing S&Ds. It's just a team thing. And their people refuse to put accountability on certain other players on the roster, regardless of other performances. So I don't know. It's insane to see. Honestly, don't really know. This fall off is inexplicable. I know it's online, right? They could go to the LAN and, you know, we can all eat our words, but at least online, this fall off is kind of inexplicable from Optic Texas. And I wanted to actually ask, because I mean, I just can't remember. What was the last time an Optic Texas team, at least in an online stage, was this bad? Like, has it like this is 1-6 is crazy last
Never.
seed?
It's been a
When's the
while.
Never
la-
this
is-
bad.
I
has
think
it-
it was. I think it was
Never, right?
2014. They lost. They were getting world starred by Curse LV and Curse fucking Youth and all those other teams.
Yeah, my point is like
Was that
I
Ghost?
don't know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Ghost.
This is actually insane because like everyone says, like obviously they won a chip this year. Obviously we can't forget that, but people are saying this is the best Optic roster that like they've ever had with like in terms of talent and like dude having a 1-6 stage, kind of
That's not it.
acceptable. I mean we've been roasting them the whole split. Nothing's gonna
Yeah.
change here. But yeah, Toronto Ultra though, yeah, these guys look lights out, man. Seriously.
All right, we'll move on to the next guy.
Okay,
Let's
next.
move on to Sam, and then we'll go to Pat, then we'll go to Ben. Sam, what did you think of the series today? Optic Texas going up against Toronto Ultra. What are your thoughts?
Head empty, bro. I feel like we had a rant yesterday about it. I
Yeah.
mean, Optic just got outclassed, plain and simple today.
Yeah, well,
They
they
just
must
they
have
just
gone
did not
up.
look good. AG had a better series, and to Chris's point, I think we said it yesterday. I said it yesterday. This whole team sucks. Like everybody sucks. Ant is the best player on the team in quotations right now. He's been the most consistent, but I mean, I'm not gonna sit here and beat a dead horse, bro. They just suck right now. There's
Yeah,
just
come on,
complete
Fiora.
mental that like there were just
Come
rounds
on,
today
let that
similar to
tweak.
yesterday where
Like,
they're
come on,
just
you-
making the same mistakes that they've already talked about. So
Well,
I don't know.
surely it's
It
got to be a
just-
mental thing, right? Because you can't just say they suck, Sam, right? If they won major three,
No,
like,
they
I
have
know that's not what you
completely-
actually. I know what you
No,
mean.
no,
I
they're
know what you
slumping
mean,
so
but-
hard that it's just a complete regression in terms of individual skill. Because then now they're in the
Okay,
point where they're second guessing every decision they're making.
Yeah.
And I'm sure their practice, they're like, there's probably been some pretty tough days in terms of like arguments and things like that. Because when you're slumping this hard, especially after an event win, the passion starts to come out a little bit. So I can imagine that they're just in that point where every single thing they're doing on the map isn't natural. It's just what I said yesterday. That muscle memory is no longer there. That confidence isn't there right now. So this is what happens. That you get a slump in mental or in individual performance,
Yeah.
and the whole team just looks like shit.
It's
Yeah,
not
it
even
is.
like it is a slump though, because I do
Confidence is a
fully
big
expect them to go to the major and like play better than what they're placing right now.
Also,
Obviously,
they've done
we don't know if that's gonna happen, but like, bro, they're playing at the same level of COD as Boston basically for the entire split. Maybe a little
think
bit
they
better,
get one here,
obviously,
eh?
because Boston went on that giant run. But like, this is something to see, bro. I I cannot believe this team is this bad, at least right now, online. It blows
mean-
my fucking mind.
Go ahead, Pat. What do you think, Pat?
I mean, I made this comparison, I think, a few months ago. Sam may remember, but it reminds me of another team in Dallas. Just, when it kind of getting to the
Oh,
end of the year
shit.
stretch, those Cowboys just.
How am I
don't
getting
look as
astray
good,
right
but,
now? How?
Um,
Even Sam.
my
catching
on
more
my
strays.
birthday, Pat?
My
A
bad,
birthday
Sam.
straight?
My
That's
bad,
crazy.
Sam.
No, that's
That's
crazy.
crazy,
Sam,
bro.
on your birthday
Oh,
is
that's
crazy.
crazy,
My bad,
bro.
Sam.
I hope
Your
Optic
birthday.
wins champs on your birthday.
What
Fuck
the
you.
fuck? That'd be insane.
Yeah, that would be crazy.
Nah, yeah. I mean, I think you guys summed it up pretty well. They're all pretty ass. I think they're all frustrated too, and I think this event will be good for them in general, just because getting out of this online stuff. Because I think most of this is kind of chalked up to at least what we expected was like these guys got super high from their win, and then they're coming back and they're bitching about online, and then everything just kind of domino effects where they just start sucking across the board.
Mhm.
But man, Tom, the real
No,
story
sí,
here
eso-
is the tissue, man. He's an issue.
He is an issue. He is a
And
problem.
Kobe's
right now.
unbelievable, dude.
They're looking great right before the champs event where I got them 2024 world champions.
I will
I couldn't
say,
be happier.
I will say, Pat, Toronto look good, man. Like not just the way they're shooting, but fundamentally they look good. Like they look super fundamentally sound. It looks like everybody's on the same page. All their gunfights look like easy like comfortable wins, like comfortable gunfights because they're just in such good positions and they're in good situations. The game just looks so easy from their POVs. Everything just looks so simplified. And I think that says a lot just about their teamwork from top to bottom. All four. Of
They're
those
all
guys.
they're back in form in their respawn, but I think what's most impressive is they're like finally like clicking a lot in search again.
Yeah.
Their search was really fucking poor for a good like 2 stages.
Yeah, 2 and 3.
And then now they're winning them, and some of them are relatively comfortable. They even took some at the major against some of the better teams. Like they look like they've actually just been improving every single stage, and they're back. They're back to that stage 1 form.
Yeah.
They
Let's
do
see if
look
they can
really
carry
good.
it forward. They look
I think,
great.
like,
I will
you
say
got
on the S&D point, Chris, yes, they have won the last 2 switches they played. It goes back towards the 5th map against FaZe. And this one, they lost 4 S&Ds, I believe, prior to that. So the search has not been amazing
No.
this split. It is the one I think the respawn's really good, but the S&D, I'm looking to
They
see.
they don't
how
Rock
they play
यार
around.
इन
they don't get blown out in any searches. I think even Ernie
Yeah.
came on an interview and basically, or
Yeah,
I forgot who
yeah.
it was. They don't get blown out.
Kändes
Like
lite
if
ensam.
they lose
Hur länge
6-5
jobbar du
or
då, Pierre?
whatever, obviously you would like to see them like close it out, but like they're not spawning into series and S&Ds and not putting up a fight. Like whether they can close or not, is a different
vad ska du
story.
göra?
But that might just come like when they need it the most
Ja.
on land. So
Är det en
Ben,
sån bensin
What are your
eller?
thoughts, Ben? We didn't get your thoughts, man. What were
I
your
mean,
thoughts on the
I
series,
think
man?
Optic, there's not really much to say about Optic. I mean,
Jag
the
älskar
map
sån
pool
bensin,
feels non-existent right now,
Det är
and I
värt-
just it's hard to really make much
Behöver du
analysis. And
några
I think they
pengar
just
så
got to
kan
figure out how to
jag stå
just
till till tjänst.
take it one map at a
You
time,
know.
one match at a time. Really starting with their scrims
Yeah,
on
okay.
Wednesday when they get to the event. They're gonna have 2 days of practice before they play on
Do it
Friday and
handy.
just kind of go from there. And I think for Toronto, I feel like right now they're the team that I feel the most confident going into this event.
Mhm.
Again, for me on the S&D side, we'll see kind of how they stack up. They flipped S&Ds with FaZe. Like I think that matchup is extremely tight right now. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. I would not have predicted Optic to get 12th seed the stage after making.
know
it
what's
through. It's fucking
insane?
insane.
What's up,
They are
Pat?
3 S&D losses away from tying the breach in
Yeah.
the S&D losses. That's insane.
Yeah.
That is kind of crazy.
And what's crazy is when you think about it, like I could see a world where they 3-1 some of these teams in the loser bracket, but still lose S&D. So they might be able to break that. No bullshit.
Till och
Mhm.
från.
I mean,
Pat-
I don't disagree with you, Pat, on that. Like, and it's not
Yeah,
like to the
really
point about
see-
Toronto
see-
playing
see
close
much,
searches.
Väldigt
Optic, the
lucky.
last couple of S&Ds have been getting blown the fuck out. They don't have no idea how they want to play that game mode right now. Just they got to start completely over.
I didn't realize the tweet you put up, Tom. Who tweeted? That's a great tweet.
That's your
Oh,
tweet,
okay,
Slim.
here we
That's
go.
your tweet. It's what Aches had to say. He said, Optic fans, I know you're stressed right now, but I have some good news for you. This isn't the first time a team
Tänk,
fell
jag
off
är
and
enda
went winless in
för
S&D
Christian
during
Gambit
June,
på
right
mig
before
just nu.
COD champs.
Pierre.
Now, I'm not
Tänk
saying
att
they
jag
can
får
do
10
it,
gånger
but
snabbare snart.
Soulless, I actually learned that word today. Sam taught me that
341.
word. And the fact that it had been
Solace.
done.
Jesus,
Solace.
Tänk att jag
Sam
kommer få
taught me
10
that
gånger
one.
snabbare än så.
Clearly, I didn't learn it that well. Pat, talk to us about
Ja,
this tweet.
studio.
Pat, talk to us about this tweet, man. What's
Ja,
going on
men
here,
bra
Pat?
kapacitet,
How did you guys do it? How are you
framtidssäkra
able to get out of a slump, right? I think that's the main question right now is how does Optic go from a great team to now slumping? How do they turn
Yeah.
it around? How do they do what you guys did in the World War II year? Like, what did you guys do that
Jag är
year?
väldigt bekväm här.
The
alltså,
big,
tycker jag.
I think the downside here, the big difference for me, Tom, is they're missing one thing
Ja, det är
that
bra
that
också
this EG
med,
team had in 2018,
driftkostnader.
and that's me. But
Det är inte så att du
I
sitter där
think
gratis.
ours was a little
Men jag
bit
sparar
different
en del på det.
because how our situation
5,000
played out
betalar
was
i
we
månaden.
obviously got second at Seattle, and
Det
then
tycker jag är
we felt we
väldigt,
just got hard
bargain.
countered, and our strats were just like everyone knew exactly what we
Typ
did. So we
gratis.
kind of came up with an entirely new playbook and didn't
Ja.
even have time to really practice it outside of like some random scrims online before.
Ja, en hel-
But yeah, we
All
really just hit the
videovarning för
drawing
mig
board in
själv.
S&D and
200 meter
basically
där
came
jag
up with a
sover,
completely new
där jag har
playbook.
min
And it was a kind of a
jobbdator och
surprise for everybody
speldator
at that
och
event. Like
allt det
I
där.
think we only lost
Jag älskar den här
a
jobbdatorn, att den är
couple
så liten,
S&Ds
den
at
får
champs,
plats
but most were wins.
bakom, mitt bord,
And so
skärmarna.
yeah, I mean, we just hit the drawing board, and I think sometimes it's good to do that because I think we talked about it on the show
Två
before. Like
plats.
sometimes
min
it
dator
doesn't
på
necessarily
bordet, så det är
matter
väldigt
what
bra,
you're doing
tycker jag.
specifically strat wise, as long as you have a full game plan as a team and you're all doing the same shit. Like you're all doing whatever that plan is. Which I think is where we see a lot of the
Nej, alltså,
disconnect, at least
du vet
currently.
dagens
in the
spelfjärd,
CDL.
alltså, de är så stora filer.
Yeah.
Till
Any
exempel
other
ett nytt spel,
thoughts
men
really
laddar
with
ner ett spel,
Toronto
jag minns
Ultra
inte
and
den
Optic?
gigabyte.
I definitely
När du
will
får
say
typ
that
en
the players on
uppdatering, det är
Optic do
minst
look
20
really
gigabyte
frustrated, man. They've
uppdatering.
looked super
Oh,
frustrated.
the player
even.
cams today were paying.
Yeah,
They
player
were. I don't know if you
cams
guys
and,
paid
En
attention
20
to them,
gigabytes
but they were
uppdatering tar
they were
200
bad today.
sekunder.
But even the tweets, even the timelines, they've been kind of
Yeah.
expressing their feelings, right? Kenny's tweet yesterday had Brucey going at it with a 32-year-old
Men
today.
tänk
32-year-old
jag 10
dad,
gånger
which,
snabbare.
I'm Team Brucey on
Då,
that
då
one.
får jag
right?
ner
That
uppdateringen
guy's
för 20
absolutely
sekunder
fucking
istället, så
tweaking.
är jag redo att spela.
But clearly
Så
emotions
sparar
are
jag
high.
typ
Like
massa tid.
I
Jag
think
sparar
Pat
tiden
that
på att
they're
jag
gonna have to take a
söker
page out of your
ett
book,
nytt
man.
spel
They definitely need to
innan
kind
jag
of go back to
söker
the
efter ett
drawing board
online-spel.
and figure out their search game. And then of course they're going back to LAN. I kind of look at it as like a clean slate for them, right? Like you're going back to LAN, kind of erase that
Just
whole
nu
stage
klarar
out of
min
your mind. Like you're still in a
dator,
good position in the standings. You're
max
obviously still going to champs.
2500.
You're going into the event
2,5.
as the Major 3 champs. So nobody's going to take you lightly, right? And then land is just land, right? It's a whole different environment, it's a whole different atmosphere. So, I mean, they're just going to have to try and dig deep and figure it out. But any other final thoughts, guys, between Optic Texas and Toronto? Anybody here? Got any other thoughts?
Wow, I'm mind blown, bro.
Alrighty, let's move on to the next series of the day. We will also be going through the bracket here at the end of the show, guys. We're going to build our own little bracket going into Major 4. So stay tuned for that. But we're going to hop into the next one. We have Carolina Royal Ravens going up against the